Welcome to Sip and Chat with Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. And I gotta push y'all back. We'll give this a minute. I must have hit it right on the money, 9:01. So we'll wait for some people to get in. Thank you to everyone and anyone that watches these lives back. I do greatly appreciate it. Really helps me out a lot. Hello, Chris. Can you hear and see me? See and hear you fine. Okay. Alrighty, well, just gotta wait for some peeps. Hello, Voon. She says, hey, Melody and Chris. I know we're like first two in here. Hi, girly. How are you? I was trying to respond back to some of your messages. Hobby Garden for Health. Hello. Happy Sunday. Hope you are well. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Erin. How are you? Just making sure everybody can hear and see me fine. I'm tired. Just got back from a dinner with friends. Oh, that sounds like fun. So what are we thinking? Do we like to sip and chat with Bake, or can we come up? Oh, there's Chris again. Sunday fun day. Was it fun? Oh, I'm glad you had a good time. Is Paul in here? My man from over at the other side of the pond. There he is. Hello from England. See and hear you okay, Melody. Good. Hi, Paul. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Did everybody have a good week? Voon, are you able to share this live out? Because, people say they don't get the notification. Crazy, too. I've been, lacking comments underneath my videos, and then suddenly I'm seeing under TubeBuddy, I saw these comments, and I just started responding back. So if you maybe thought I was ignorant because you left me a comment under a video, YouTube, I'll tell you, I've been wondering why I'm not seeing any comments underneath my videos. It's been crazy. Oh, stuff not good. Selling house. Oh, no, really, Erin? Oh, crap. Are you going to stay in that area? So back to the whole comment thing. There just hasn't been any comments underneath the videos, and then, I didn't see any, and, Voon binge watched some today, and then I saw them all, about an hour ago when I was responding back. So how are you, Hobby Garden for Health? How's everything going? Did everybody have a busy weekend and a nice week? Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the year I was born. Not to tell you at all how old I am, but... So I don't know how to do it from this end. I keep saying I'm going to use my laptop. But maybe next Sunday I'll use my laptop. Maybe I'll work on it this week so it can set up the live a week in advance. Good. Yes, busy weekend. Grammy Karen. Oh my gosh. Hello. Finally caught your live again. Grammy Karen, you have been a busy bee, have you not? How have you been? Everyone say hello. We're just starting. Everyone say hello to Grammy Karen. If you're not sure who she is, that's Jen Stiver's mom. Love me some Grammy Karen. What was the video I saw? Oh, you and Jen were cutting up all that okra. Is that what it was? She is ever so lucky to have you. Well, hello, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in, girly. I'm going to can some herb potatoes tomorrow for the first time, says Hobby Garden for Health. Well, that sounds good and interesting. I can't say that I've done that. I've done some green beans with the potatoes. being a newbie canner. But I think it was Pam said that she does string beans with chicken broth, I think some garlic, and I was like, oh, remind me later, and I'll try it. But I kind of didn't do a lot of preserving of, no, pressure canning. Chris, what did I say the size of that bucket was? 42-gallon bucket, full of tomatoes, lots of green, and my kitchen herb garden looks like a forest. So I did a video on that, which is involving, like, you know, me showing you what it looks like, seed saving, showed you how crazy the side garden is. I mean, I even said that honestly, like, I haven't even brought anybody along to do very many, like, kitchen herb garden videos or, like, my side garden. But yesterday it was warm here again, of course. And I went out there and I just winged it, and I cut back all the raspberries because the branches were like going to the house. I couldn't get in there to get myself craziness. So I was sweating out there yesterday doing that. And then I have a video on my whiskey herb barrel talking about herbs, and which then led to the kitchen herb garden, which is like herbs that I'm harvesting. Why do I grow so many herbs? It's that type of video. So stay tuned for that. But that sounds yummy and delish, Hobby Garden for Health. I forgot your name and I'm so sorry. Can you write your name? How you doing, Adrian? Travel some miles. I know. I know. I saw. I'm a-watching. But how are you doing? You holding up well, Miss Grammy Karen? Gotcha, Erin. Nice to wake up in Kentucky this morning. Is it cool there? Anybody else noticing, like, things are just seeming like, well, we went down into, like, the 60s at night, but, like, tomorrow it's going to be 90, and it'll be, like, 67 at night. But I don't know, my friends. I say this in my herb video. Some changes I'm seeing, and I think the predictions are going to be correct. A lot of people, like Appalachian, like Patera, is some type of fruit, and if you get the piece out of the middle and it has a spoon on it, well, you're gonna have a rough winter. She got it like 3-4 times. Whispering Willow Holler, I think that's the name. Am I saying it right, Boone? That I got the sauerkraut recipe from. Her husband is doing the same thing, but I didn't watch that video yet. But I went under the old Farmer's Almanac, the new one, and it's definitely saying, like, weird weather. Now, obviously, I'm in Pennsylvania, but it says places that, like the South, that aren't used to really cold temperatures, they're going to get it. You know, Texas, that type of thing. Here it's, I guess we're going to get a lot of snow. That's, I don't know. Lots of snow. What can I say? We get a lot of snow here. Aw, Erin, anytime, sweetheart. I know we can't do too much, but glad to have you in here. Erin says, so need this live to get my mind off of awful news and stress. I completely understand that. I go into people's lives and, you know, if I'm sleeping at night or something like that, or just too much is going on, you know. So I understand. Kentucky weather good? Miss Grammy Karen, I really like the look of those green and yellow striped peppers. Oh, they're not in here yet. Red Silo Homestead, remember that gift? I brought it out so they would be ever so proud of me. But I took seeds out. They're going to look wet now. But look, food, I didn't get like a ton of certain ones. Hold on, let me take these off the top of the dehydrator because I have to fold them down, of course. I just did this. I busted my hump earlier. I did like green bell peppers. This is all that I got from the candy cane pepper plant is right there. Can you see that? Not a lot, girl. But there's more out there, believe it or not. I just got done chopping up all the peppers with my chopper. I sat outside and did it, but Look, I won't mess up their OCD. I put candy cane pepper seed 2022. I did chopped up all my peppers. Just left to right on these. Did baggie after baggie. So this is all the green, and it's going to be mixed this time, green and hot, because I have a lot of green that's separated. So I think it's going to be a mixture of both. More green with tiny bits of orange, because I had like an orange bell pepper. And then this is like, I think, gorgeous. It's like orange bell pepper, yellow. It's the chocolate and the purple beauties. And I just did it enough for, like, you know, if you want to throw it in some home fries or something like that. And then, you ready? Red peppers. Red peppers. More red peppers. Some more red peppers. Another baggie of red peppers. All portioned out. Another baggie of the mix right there. And 2 more baggies of the green. So I got all that done. I just have to write on them. And then I brought something out because I need you all to tell me what it's used for. And then I have these beans to deal with because I am getting beans. So I was doing them every other day. These, though, I think I'm just going to chop them up into pieces in my chopper and have it that way. Went to do a beet harvest, and because I saw at the corner of my eye like a humongous beet, so I only just picked the big ones. This is a Chautauqua beet. Look at the size of this beet. Early top wonder beets. Like, I just picked out the big ones, so you'll see that video. I'm gonna boil these tomorrow. But I have a whole rest of the bed to pick, and I didn't want to pick them because they were still a little too small. But I am seed saving. You can see there's moisture in there. And I wrote on a green bell pepper 2022. And this is what I do when my dehydrator's running. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. There's sage on there drying. I just roll the baggie down, sit it on top, just like this, and it dries the seeds out. So let me move my beans. My sage is just about done. Like, when y'all see my video, you're going to be like, what do you need so much sage for? Well, it's not that I need that much sage. I like sage in holiday cooking and stuff like that, but my herbs were so abundant this year. Anybody else have a lot of herbs? Yes, new to pressure canning. It's a little addictive. Everybody told me that too, Hobby Garden for Health, that once you get started, Mel, get over the fear, you'll be addicted. I do have the beef in there. I was supposed to do it a couple days ago, but I was waiting to hear from Pam if I could pressure can it. She said yes, and I said 95 minutes, and she said no, 90 minutes. And I was like, all right, I was thinking about not seasoning it. She's like, you probably want to season it. You're knackered these days, but thanks for asking. So yeah, that's the candy cane variegated pepper plant that Boone is speaking of. It's huge this year. I had it last year. It didn't quite get this big. It probably has a lot to do with the heat. And honestly, like, I grew the gypsy peppers last year. These are about this. You can get them multiple colors. You can pick them under green. You can pick them with some green and they'll have a little bit of striping going through it. I picked some that were like a greenish yellow. And to me, what is my opinion of the pepper? I think it's like better than the gypsy pepper. You know which ones I'm talking about that you dip in like ranch dressing? It's definitely like that. It's really, really, really good. So when I go to pluck some more peppers, I need to fill my baggie up because I didn't get that many seeds out of that pepper. So that's what I did. I sat outside and I used my chopper and got all the peppers done and washed that that thing out that I used. But I have, as you can see, things are falling all over. It's like I'm trying to just let this rosemary sit on the top and just air dry. because my dehydrator is running constantly. And I am going to make more of my, have to think, one momento, por favor. I am going, oh my gosh, smells so good. Okay, I'm going to be making herbs de Provence that I learned off of the Elliott Homestead some years back. So that will be all fresh, obviously. That's like, you put everything in it. If you have, you know, the purple flower, which I don't think I'm going to have any, lavender. Lavender also goes in it. The Elliott Homestead does it a little bit different. She grates lemon rind in it. I don't want it that way. I do sage, oregano, rosemary. I mean, I harvested so much thyme. Thyme, lots of basil, salt, and it's like perfect for beef, pork, chicken. So my jar isn't completely empty, and I'm like, I have so many herbs this year. Let me make another batch of that. So I am going to do that with some fresh herbs. So, okay, am I missing anybody here? Okay, let's see. Hi, Suzanne. I just had to hit a button because I was like sitting here like, oh, there's no more comments. Hi, I'm late and my internet keeps dropping off, but I'll try to listen. Hi, Suzanne. Happy Sunday. Oh, yes. Lots and lots of herbs, says Boone. Mm-hmm. Awesome size beets. Yeah, they were the big ones. That's why I thought it was going to be a whole, like, bring you along finally to be able to do a harvest without my phone shutting off. And I did the Charles Downing method because if you know, or you're new here, maybe you don't know, I could never grow beets before, but I was successful growing beets by starting them in the cell trays and then just planting them right out. Always worked. This time I watched Charles Downing, and I just started doing, well, I mean, he doesn't do 6, he does about 4 seeds. I do 6 holes per seed, and they come up every single time. And how it works is like you could have a bigger beet and 4 other beets. You would pick the big beet. They basically start pushing themselves away. So I really like that method. So almost a whole bed of beets I still have to harvest. I'm giving them a little bit more time. And I did a concession sow of beets, but I think the birds stole them all. So I planted more. They're all coming up. And yeah, so lots of beets going on. Oh, thanks, Erin, for that. Saying hit the thumbs up. Hobby Garden for Health is nice peppers. Thank you. I was so procrastinating. So procrastinating. Oh, Erin just needs a zucchini and an onion and can make ratatouille. Ooh, I can hook you up with that. Boone says holy peppers. Yeah, so let's get into that. And I don't know why it's doing that. So a lot of green, red, yellow, orange, separated, done, frozen in the freezer. Like, I'm running out of room, folks. I thought if I went this way and put some hot in with the green, switched up a little bit, I thought about possibly canning more, you know, that open kettling method I did last year. But like 2 of the lids popped, like, you know, didn't take. I watched Simple Living Alaska this not that long ago. And they were doing, she said they like to do the open kettling method, but sometimes the jars don't seal. I know because I followed their recipe and that happens. So they stick it in the water bath canner for just a couple minutes just to make sure they get that seal. I thought about doing that and then I'm like, nope, these peppers are sitting around, just get them clean, get them chopped up, do something with it. And that's the best I could come up with, is to do some mix since there's just like green. All the other ones are separated in the freezer. I want some, I like fried peppers in my eggs, or if I wanted to do like an omelet or some fried potatoes. Yeah, I'm like going to be swimming in peppers. I might not have had the best gardening season this year between all the animals and all the bug pressure. It is what it is. You know, it just is what it is. But I do have some news for you. If you saw my disgusting beets, not my beets, I'm so sorry. If you saw my disgusting, they weren't disgusting, they were doing great, actually. My Brussels sprouts that were in since spring. And then I did a video and I'm like, look at this beetle. So I went out the next day, they were getting worse. Animals were ripping the leaves off. Well, long story short, It is called the Harlequin beetle. They were infested. Debbie helped me to bag them. I had to rip them all out, get rid of them. And then I'm sure some got on the ground. They were probably going over the grass because I found a couple of them in my green stalk vertical planter. I was wondering why a couple of my lettuces didn't look good that I planted for fall. And that is why, because I saw a couple of them over there. From the research that I looked up on them, it seems like you can't just use water. It won't kill them. It has to be like a high powered spray of like soap and water. But I mean, I used neem, nothing was helping it, so I'm over it. It's a shame because they were doing really, really well, but they just started to stink, smell disgusting. But that is that beetle that I got in my garden as well this year. So I had the Harlequin beetle, the Mexican bean beetle. I'm pretty sure that I had the carrot weevil, which takes the tops off. They grew back. Pretty sure I had deer in here because my tops of my plants were like nibbled on, and then all the leaves to my sweet potatoes were gone. They grew back. And then you already know I caught what, a skunk, a raccoon, no, a skunk. What is those things? Oh, a groundhog. There's still one more groundhog. And a juvenile rat looking thing. But yeah, it's just been, Erin says, my neighbor gave me last of her peppers, eggplants, and tomatoes. Some peppers are purple, but I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. If it's purple, most likely it's supposed to be purple because I'm growing them too. As a matter of fact, that's some of the ones that are mixed in. They're called the Purple Beauties. So yeah, that'll be yummy and delicious. Let's see. Hey, Dixieland Homestead. Am I missing anyone? Let me see. I know the weather's just changing. I really do think we're going to end up... Sorry, Dixieland Homestead, because I had to go backwards, but happy Sunday. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. I greatly appreciate it. But I really do think we're going to have an early fall. It's going to be a tough one. Thank you, Erin, who's saying to hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, 13 people in. Only 8 thumbs up. What's up with that? No, I'm just kidding. Use my chopper to cut the beans. Yeah, I have a ton of herbs. I still don't even know what I'm going to do with them all. Cindy Brown, hello. Hello, darling. How are you? Happy Sunday. How are you feeling? Let's see. Suzanne saying hello to everyone. Your garden looked great a few videos ago. Hobby Garden for Health. I did one the Saturday of Labor Day weekend. That one, I mean, it does look pretty good, but, there's always something going on. But I really do feel like if I would have been that gardener that was on there, believe me, I did freak out. We all know that about the Mexican bean beetle because I just was shocked that so many big-time gardeners had no idea what that was. And I learned a lot by that bug, let me tell you. I learned patience, number 1, not quitting, number 2, do your research and figure it out. So the pictures that I had on my community tab, I had all the stages of the larva. That wasn't actually the bugs, just an FYI. The bug looks like a ladybug, but a brown version, and it's not good. Like I said, it makes holes in your plant leaves of your beans. And then what ends up happening is it depletes the whole plant. As far as the Harlequin beetle is concerned, that's not good because they do a lot of damage. They gnawed through the middle of my cabbages and everything. They're very destructive. So I don't know if it's because it's a second-year garden and every bug and its mother wants to be here, but I'm not covering my beds this year. I'm going to try to let the chickens go on them. See if I can get my roommate motivated to build something before we're in 8 feet of snow so they can go on there and mess up the beds. I'm going to mess up the first couple layers of the soil, which shouldn't really disturb the soil, but I'm going to. And I'm not putting leaves on it. If we're going to have a brutal winter, I want to make sure that I disrupted that and then it kill any bugs or any eggs, anything like that. Plus, I want to let the chickens go in there and peck away and do their thing. But as of right now, I'm not covering my beds with any type of leaves or hay or straw or anything like that. Let's see. What do you feed your plants now? I saw that comment. I think you're the one that wrote me that. Hi, Posmaquati. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. I'm pretty sure that you wrote me that comment. I use Epsoma all organic slow release food. Earthworm castings. That's pretty much it. Last year I used fish emulsion if my plants needed something, you know. But that's really it. I chuck my coffee grinds in my soil and whatnot. So that's all that I use. I really, to be honest with you, don't even think I used fish emulsion not once this entire season. Not once. And it's just was crazy. So stinking hot here. You could barely even do anything in the garden. And then every time you went out, there was either animal destroying it or you had bugs that you've never heard of. You know? I just saw that email about the sale on the lids, right, Posmaquati? I just saw that a little bit before live. Thank you, darling. I really do appreciate it. And welcome in, Posmaquati. Possum. Yep. Had a possum as well. So it's just been nuts. Totally, totally nuts. But what I was going to say, though, if I was a new gardener, which is really what made me feel bad for like the new gardeners, because you imagine if their garden was the way mine was, I literally had said I think that I would have quit gardening. But that's the whole zhush here is you just can't quit. Every year we're going to deal with something. Like I'm getting some blossom end rot on some of my peppers. I'm not going to put the peppers in those 2 beds next year, God willing. Everything, you know, works out all right with this world and health, everybody's health and everything like that. So I'm going to move those peppers. They've been in there. This is twice now. And it's not a calcium deficiency. It is literally inconsistent watering. And I was watering them because we weren't getting any rain, but it happens, you know. But I'm still getting gorgeous peppers and lots of peppers. Like I can't even believe it. I think my oregano, I harvested like 7 or 8 times, and I have another big harvest coming up on my oregano, which I show inside my video. I didn't harvest that. I was there for the sage, talk about annuals, perennials. Why do I grow so many herbs? You know, I am that person that likes to have at least 3 years worth of herbs. Now, for an example, I was stockpiled. I mean, I have bags of herbs. Look, inside here that I still have, can you see somewhat, that I still have to deal with? But remember, last year, right when I got here, apparently mice found a hole in the central air unit and we're getting, ate all my seeds, all backup herbs and stuff like that. So I'm fortunate that I was able to have a lot of herbs this year so I can make up for what I lost last year. Plus, I like to have, I refuse, this is before YouTube days too, I would never buy like 2 sprigs of sage. They give you 1 sprig of rosemary and I think like 3 or 4 leaves of thyme. And when I saw it some years back, it was like $7. And I'm like, never again. And I always make sure that I can keep fresh herbs on hand, you know, fresh in the refrigerator throughout the winter. I will bring you along and show you how I do that. So, let's see. Far North Home in Fisa saying, hey girl, I am so happy seeing the progress of your house. If y'all don't know, Far North Home in Fisa, they bought property in Alaska. They had to stay in a trailer for a couple winters. And her hubby's been building and oh, so exciting. So exciting. But yeah, I saw when the moose got in your garden. That's terrible, girl. Terrible. But happy Sunday and welcome in. You can follow her over on Instagram. She's very, very active over there as well. Hi, Huga. How are you? Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming. I hope that you're well. But yeah, Far North Home is on Instagram. She also obviously has YouTube, but she posts pretty much very daily on Instagram. And you can see her property. She did like a fast speed type of like from then to now. But the size of the moose is spooky. It's kind of spooky, but they got into her garden and ate her cabbages and stuff. But she's got lots of birds, chickens, all kinds of stuff, and did really well with all of her plants this year. She did have a little mishap. She started over and she did wonderful. She is really trying to be self-sufficient out there in Alaska. So kudos to her. Kudos to her. Dang laptop. Oh. Oh, you have a migraine? Almost always lately. She says, oh, girl. Let me see. I know migraines are no fun. Hobby Garden for Houses. My internet connection keeps going in and out today. I wonder why that is. Solar flares coming in. They said it was at M1 the other day. Wow. I'm so happy that Grammy Karen's still here. So, Grammy Karen, maybe you can help me out because I'm pretty sure I saw this on your daughter's channel. Please tell me what they use it for, but I picked this up just because, and I didn't even know what to use it on. Can you see that? TAJIN, Classico seasoning. Somebody told me it was for like drinks, and I'm like, no. I'm pretty sure you can use this for other things, but has anyone ever used this? Thank you for posting our link. Hit the thumbs up when you come in, says Miss Grammy Karen. Graybeard can 24 quarts of green peppers, jalapenos, yellow peppers while I was away. Wow. That's a whole lot less work y'all have to do for sure. That is a blessing in itself. How's your sauerkraut doing? My sauerkraut is doing fine. I just am going to have to remember when I made it because it has to sit. And I'm sorry if maybe I didn't emphasize that. I thought I did. When you make that type of sauerkraut, it turns into sauerkraut 4 weeks later. So that's okay because I'm in no rush to eat it. But yeah. All Terrain Coffee and Camping. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. How are you? Erin says the same. Yes, I can't wait to see how a sauerkraut turns out. I promise I will bring you along so you can see the sauerkraut. Anfisa says, thanks. Yeah, Moose ate all my cabbage. Yeah, so you have to check out her videos. Check her out on Instagram. You know, she's very, very active. And, I don't know, just super happy. They're like hustling to get the house so that they can get in there and be able to live in the house instead of, what was it? It was just a trailer, right? In the wintertime. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. All Terrain Coffee and Camping, saying hello to Paul. I think I saw All Terrain Coffee and Camping last night on Belt Loops Live, I think. If I'm wrong, do correct me. But welcome in and happy Sunday. Suzanne says moose like cabbage. I didn't know that. Ooh, they tore that up. She said all my root veggies were fine though. Carrots, potatoes, beets, etc. So they just devoured all the cabbage. She had a lot of cabbages, folks. Well, how could you keep moose out of the garden? That stinks. She would probably have to do fencing. Sort of like what Simple Living Alaska does. It's electrified type of fencing because not too much you can do. I just bought some. Am I going to say it right? I don't want to embarrass myself with what you just coming in here for the first time, but welcome, welcome. Is it said tahine? Not like tahini, but tahine. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. I just bought some tahine as well just to try it. Me too. Okay, Miss Grammy Karen says, laugh out loud. We eat it on everything. Scrambled eggs, salads, and meat. Thank you. Sorry that it's doing that blur thing. Yeah, like, look, I bought it. I never even opened it because I'm like, that's it. I'm pulling this out. And I'm going to ask some of my subscribers what they use this on. So I'm super excited to try it. Thank you, Suzanne. You can use it on any meat or vegetable or veggie. That's awesome, Dixieland. Tahine. Okay, tahine. Some people rim their glasses with it. Yeah, that's where I saw that. They were rimming their glasses. I'm like, I don't really want it just for alcohol. Like, hello. So I think I remember Jen Stiver saying like they use it on everything. And it was right in front of my face. And I'm like, how can I pass it up, right? Something else for a little bit of flavor. I plan to season chicken, tahini, and roast it. Oh, that sounds good. All terrain. That stuff great on mangoes. So that's what Pam said. She said you could put it on. Ready, folks? Pam was telling me you could put it on watermelon, cantaloupe, and I was like, ugh, what? Yeah. And Hobby Garden for Health says that stuff is great on mangoes, cut up apples. My daughter pronounces it as tehe. Oh, that's funny. I might even try it on my omelet. That's what I want to try it on, is an omelet for sure. And I wanted to sprinkle some in my potatoes, considering, you know, I got all these bags of peppers done today. Thank God. Thank God. I mean, there's so many more. I know the new people coming in, but I have beans, peppers. Those peppers are chopped. They still have hot I have to chop. So I think with the hot, I'm going to do a mixture of a bunch of different hots. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Thank you for posting Boone's link. I appreciate it. It is Anfisa that has the mousse that I'm aware of. I'm doing totally stinking awesome. I hope you're having an awesome day. Well, I'm glad you're doing totally stinking awesome. Super excited to meet new people when I go into other chats. Very happy to have you here. We just talk gardening, food, seeds, you know, things that I buy. Like, I said to Chris, did I show this last week in case the power goes out? I did pick up this, just wasn't sure if I showed it to you. I know it looks like it's small, but I did the chicken run in the dark, 3 o'clock in the morning with this bad boy. So I wanted something that I could recharge from my vehicle, in case of an emergency, even though we have other means. And this is what's on the chicken coop now. Solar panel. This is what's in their coop. I like it. It works. It's not as bright, and I'm looking for like a brighter light bulb for the chickens to help them out in the wintertime. My mangoes. Wow, that's just crazy. I would have never thought to put that on fruit. Okay, Suzanne says she likes it on chicken. Yes, I was on Belt Loops 29 Live, as well as Devil Dogs before that, and on Lazy Big Giveaway and such. Yeah, I heard it was a very busy day/evening, and they were talking the chip challenge. I didn't know whose channel to go to find that chip challenge. But I love Belt Loop. He's a good person, good guy, and he really tries to help out smaller channels. It's always, if you ever look up Belt Loop 29, you go under his community tab, he will post the smaller channels. I could resonate with what he was saying last night. Sometimes it's very discouraging to go to big channels, and you have a question, and one, they don't say hello to you. Two, they don't answer your question 10 times, even if you ask it. So I kind of can relate to that. That's why I kind of stayed with, you know, an intimate community of YouTube. But I experienced that with Roots and Refuge. I had a very serious gardening question. And before that, her and I were good. But she got so big that it's like, couldn't even say hello, couldn't even answer a question. But that's just the way it goes when you get really big, you know. I just hope to God if I ever get that big, I will try my darndest to help everyone and anyone out. But he's a very, very good guy for sure. Now, let me see how my brain works. Tahine. Because she's saying it's great on mangoes. I'm almost ready to open and stick my finger in and just see what it tastes like. Um, no. Watermelon is great on its own. I happen to agree with Paul on that one. I also picked up some Texas Pete dust to season stuff with. I want to try that. I'm in Pennsylvania, but I couldn't find it. And there is a woman, a girl on YouTube who uses this Cajun seasoning. And I went under Amazon to look for that. Couldn't find it here. It's sold separately, like in a shop or something. I can't even think of the name of it right now, but she's constantly putting this Cajun seasoning in like practically everything she eats. And I'm like, maybe I'll get that and try it. Because I like Cajun food. But the Texas Pete dust, I couldn't find that. Hi, Blue Self-Reliance. How are you? Morning, hun. How are you doing? Yum, peppers. I know you can never go wrong with peppers. Some of the other peppers that are going to come in, other than just keep constantly doing, this dicing deal with all the peppers, I am going to do what I did last year, and that is on the bigger peppers, cut them in half, and some of those Mexican peppers, the dark greenish black ones, can't think of the name of them right this split second, and I'm going to cut them so that I can make stuffed peppers. I'm going to freeze them literally whole. How are you, Blue? Could be similar. The price of potatoes is outrageous. $9 for 10-pound bag, and they were as tiny as baby Yukon Gold. That's ridiculous. You can, if you have an Aldi's near you, though, they have 8-pound bags. They used to be about like $2.99. I think the last time I was there, I did grab 2 8-pound bags, and I want to say they were probably up about $4 or $5 for an 8-pound bag. So if that helps you out, go to Aldi's for that. Let's see. Adrian, you're awful quiet, girl, from Indiana Backyard Gardener. Let's see. Yeah, Erin's in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, there she is. She says, oh yeah, Gary's awesome. Very awesome. I saw you pop in and say hello last night. All my backstop hosted the chip challenge. Al. Is it Al? My backstop hosted the chip challenge. I heard somebody's mouth was actually bleeding. Oh my goodness gracious. Is that the name of a channel? Because I'd like to see that. Yeah, I don't watch the big ones anymore. Very rarely. Same here. Forgive my big thumbs typo site. It's all good. It's all good. I love meeting new people. I met someone else that had a really amazing channel name last night. Let me see if I could think. I might screw it up. It was like Beak Mountain, for like chickens and all. Like, hey, I picked you up as a friend. I was like, oh, drop a link because I love your channel name as well, So, yeah, I love meeting new people. Good evening, LP. LP says, lurking and listening. How are you? Happy Sunday. Let's see. I'm the same, hon. I work really hard to make sure I answer all my comments and especially any questions people have. Yep. I'm sure, like Sean from North Shore Preparedness says, once you get up there, like, yeah, if somebody has a question, but after a while, you're going to be hitting the heart and the thumbs up, But I would take, my situations have never happened in a comment. My situations happened in a live, where the channel gets so big they can't even acknowledge a question, Yep, check out our friend BeltLube29, who's most likely at work. I don't know. Can anyone, Adrian, can you share this live out for me, please? Or anyone? So Altering Coffee and Camping says, I'm in North Carolina, so really easy to find Texas Pete. Yeah, for you. Yeah, it looks delish. Do it, taste it. Hobby Garden for Health says, okay, let me break the seal on this bad boy. Smells a little interesting. Ooh. Oh my gosh, what is that? Very tangy. Citrusy. It is very different. You see the granulars in there? It's very different. I could see maybe why some people put this on fruit, to be honest with you. It tastes good. But I don't know. It just caught me off guard. Wasn't expecting that. A little bit of salty, citrusy. Maybe that's cilantro. It's good. And then it gives you like a little bit of a something in the back of your throat. So I'm glad I bought it. I'm pleased with it. I think I'm going to use it on some chicken. Because I don't know what cocktail somebody would be lining the rim with for this. Maybe a margarita or spicy Bloody Mary maybe. It's good. It's different, but it's good. Because Hobby Garden for Health said, do it, taste it. Hi, Barb. Barb's Country Home is in the house. Say hello. Yeah, so Barb's comment was, I'm seeing like other people's doohickeys. I had no choice. Let me fill you in very quickly now that Barb's in the house. I kept telling my roommate, you need to lend me a hand. It's time to cut the chicken's wings. Cut the wings, procrastinates everything. And then the day I went to cut I figured maybe he would cut them. Of course not. Anyway, he scared my one chicken, my nameless chicken, with that gosh darn broom. And she flew up and over Karen's house back there. Lord, I was so scared and so nervous because here I am, and right here is the river. He doesn't move fast enough. He's not quick enough to be able to catch a chicken. That is a fact. I was killing myself trying to get this chicken. This poor chicken was so scared after like 45 minutes of it. And I had y'all on pause. That was the video I just uploaded. If you didn't see that, go see it. My new chickens and clipping their wings. And that is so that they don't fly over. But my whole time, like my heart was pounding. My chest was like, oh my God, my chicken's going to die. I'm going to have a chicken that dies today. Jim, it's going to go down into the river. So, you know, whoever wrote me the comment, like, I think Mama needs a drink. That might have been Voon. Boy, you weren't kidding. It was a lot of work. A lot of work. And then, do you not see, like, when you watch the video, I said, she's right there, grab her, like this other chicken. And he goes, starts walking. I'm like, where are you going? He goes, to get the broom. I'm like, have you not learned? Just like, don't go near the, like, I'll turn the broom around to the end to get them out of the back of the run. They're okay. I also thought it wasn't a good idea to have all 6 chickens inside the run trying to cut their wings. So that's kind of what he said initially. But wow, oh wow, oh wow. By the time this chicken was caught and you were holding it, literally its neck was like this. So scared. I was so scared. But my job is to keep those chickens safe. I don't want anything happening to them. So the fence is 5 foot, but their fence is like, I think 3.5. Needless to say, I don't want my birds flying. So I had to figure it out, you know. So I asked questions through YouTube. You know, I also got a lot of help that way. And I also Googled it. I was originally going to do one wing, but ended up doing both. So it's kind of funny now, but it wasn't funny at the time at all. But love you, Barb. So Barb wrote back and said, look, I'm going to be tasting this again. She wrote back and said, maybe I should clip my chicken's wings. I'm like, yeah, I would. I watched the video. I typed it in. New Hampshire red chicken flying. That's all you have to type in. Takes you to YouTube. It's some guy in China and he blows like a whistle. And all these chickens, like, I don't know. It's got to be an easy 500 to 1,000. Come flying up over this mountain. So talk about, that's why I did the title when people say like a chicken can't fly. So very interesting experience, let me tell you. But I'm happy to have you here, Barb. The bag of russet was $9 for 10-pound bag, and they were teeny tiny. My hubby did the shopping, so he either went to, oh, that would explain that. I'm awake, laugh out loud, getting there, hon. One little cha-cha at a time. I know, you're in a totally different time. Just waking up in England. You're where Paul is. Cajun seasoning you have Tony's. Slap your mama, Chef Paul's. Slap your mama, I do want to try, but no, I promise you, Dixieland Homestead, I'm going to put it on my community tab. The name of this Cajun sauce. It's this, well, seasoning. It's sort of like this, and it's like black with red writing. Oh my goodness, I'm so tempted to like turn my phone just to go in and look. But no, I'll post it on my community tab, but I'm trying to find that. You know, I like Cajun food. I like making jambalaya. So, yeah. Let's see. I have been making up a lot of my own seasonings. I've been making up a lot of powders this year. Not that I meant to do that intentionally. Well, I did for kale. And mushroom powder, I thought that was a good way to go because mushrooms never last in the refrigerator. Let's be real about that. And I like mushroom risotto. So that's where I came up with that idea. But I did an oopsie. And I left some of my squash on the dehydrator for too long. And I didn't peel it. So it's not like I could have turned it into a chip. So I dehydrated it. I said to Pam, like, man, oops, I wasn't trying to really be dehydrating some. But what's the worst case scenario? I just added in some soups. I think my soups and stews will be awesome this year with all the powders I'm making. Did you know that you can powder beets and you get more nutrition from that? Who knew? Let's see. Watching on the TV. Thank you, girlfriend. Let's see. I did grow potatoes this year, but they were down. And I harvested mine early, like maybe July. And I knew in my pit of stomachs, like, they're not ready. They're knocked over, but they're not ready. They looked like they were ready, and here it was animal smashing them all down, and I harvested them. And they're back here. Let me see. I got like a few big ones, but I got a lot of like, oh, this is heavy. I got a lot of like, you know, like roasting potatoes, like some this size, and see in there, like a lot of like red and a lot of roasting ones, really, to be honest with you. So I let them cure outside for a while, brought them in. Now I got to figure out and go through them to see what's good for storage or whatever. But that would be good to put under like a roaster chicken. Oh, Hobby Garden for Health says, Erin, I was lucky to grow some potatoes this year. They were just old ones that sprouted. I usually go to Aldi's or Mark's. I buy my potatoes and I plant them right in the ground, and it works every single time. I've been doing that for years. From Rocky. I know, Adrian. Oh, Al Chefet, am I saying that? My back step is the channel. Okay. One of the moderators understand that and can post a link. That would be really awesome. Go in and watch the chip challenge. Al was the bearded guy half asleep on Belt Loops 29. Yeah, okay. He's the one that was also bleeding in his mouth, right? Oh my goodness. Chicken Beak Mountain Homestead. Is that it? I think that was it. Dixieland Homestead. Were you there last night? Super nice. I went over and checked out a video. Well, they subscribed to me. I subscribed back. I watched a video. So I'm going to binge watch some, you know. And then another thing I noticed is that some of y'all on here, YouTube unsubscribed me, but I subscribed back. So I am making my rounds. I did a couple different channels, videos. I got to get over to Boone's. And then some I went to, they still had the same videos. I had to go back over to Barb's because I like to check in on our chickens. Let's see. Love Barb. That Mexican salt you just tasted is good on, what is that? Jim, I don't, somebody say that for me. It's Jicama. Yeah, I bought it. I only just opened it because I was like, What do people use this for? I saw it all over the Stivers, and that's what made me want to get it. And I cracked it open. It's different. But a lot of people were saying they put it on fruits, and I'm like, that's craziness. It has a tang, but I could see this on some chicken, maybe as a little, like, maybe on some pork spare ribs that might jazz it up a little tiny bit. Uh, Coffee mixes, muffin mixes, gravy mixes, etc. Let's see. Not the coffee mixes, but cake mixes I've done. And I am working on gravy mixes myself. Tastes like Coke or poppy seeds, laugh out loud. Stupid expensive and nowhere on TV do you hear anyone encouraging people to garden. Very sad. That is a fact. That's a fact, and that's been a big topic, so let's go with that. People are freaking out once they heard that community gardens have to be registered by the government. That's community gardens. I'm going to say this point blank, period. I'm a United States citizen, born and raised in the United States. I support the military. I support our men in blue and women. And the day someone tells me I have to register my garden, you may see me wearing orange all over the news. I'm just kidding. But now a lot of people are freaking out. It's mainly for like community gardens. They want them to be registered. There's no saying that they might not do that to us later down the road. But I'll be, gosh darn it, no. Absolutely no. It's like they want to keep track of who's gardening, but it's not per se the home gardener or anything like that. I watched Spatera. I don't know if you're familiar. She was talking about it the other day, like everybody needs to calm down. You know, they're doing it to community gardens. I did think to myself, like, I said to my roommate, if I had to register that garden, I'm a registering it. No way. And honestly, if the government wants to know who's gardening, they obviously know who's gardening. They follow everything that you say and do on all the platforms. So that I wanted to get off my chest because people are freaking out about that. Not so much. I don't know. It's crazy times. We're in crazy times. Which leads me into initially, before everything went nuts, and I moved here, and then Barb was saying, well, bring us along. Show us how you do your pantry. Isn't that weird? I was doing like prep and prepare with bake, like little tidbits here and there, and then life got busy. And I wasn't really doing it, but I haven't stopped. Meaning like I wasn't really bringing you along, but I haven't stopped. Once things get a little bit more situated, I will show you my pantry. I will show you my non-working pantry. I will show you everything I can preserved, right on down to the herbs. I do have this video where it's me bringing you along on how I store my herbs as a spice rack, okay? And then it's like, well, why don't we pull them out together because I need some sufficiency, and we'll start filling them up and so forth like that. So a little bit of like a vlog. I'll post it. Hopefully if you can watch it, that would be great. So yeah, I'm happy with the cabinet. It looks good. And I basically just talk about herbs and, you know, we could be eating a lot of bland, plain food. You got some herbs and a lot of good spices. It'll all taste good. Let's see. Does anybody know what's going on with North Shore preparedness? I haven't heard anything lately. I haven't either, Suzanne, and I like know them. Like we have each other's phone numbers. Nice, it's a good idea. I used to make heaps of them and it was so much easier with the kids. Laugh out loud. Lining the rim with Mel. You crack me up at times. I have to actually monitor myself. You know, the rim of the glass. I know, you're a hot mess, but I love you. Oh boy, really? You didn't see him in pinballs? He's usually always over there. I will shoot him a text after my live and see what's going on. I am not a regular on Pinball's channel, but I occasionally see something of his. Whatever you do, don't get in an argument with your better half over a freaking chicken. Well, first of all, that's not my better half. That's my roommate. Lord have mercy there, Barb. I'm single, hon. A couple days in a row of like, this has got to be done. This has got to be done. We saw a hawk. And then my friend, I would like to call her my friend now down the street, Kathy, who bought all the signs, the chicken shirt. She told me the other day that when she looks at the river, the buoy's right there. There's a big hawk's nest there. So I'm like, oh, great. So I stay out there with them. If I have to go pee, I say to my roommate, Jim, can you watch the chickens? So I can go pee. And then he will be looking at his phone. I'm like, you're a bad babysitter. You have to watch the chickens. I mess with them. But no, I don't think that he felt comfortable with trimming their wings, so it's whatever. I was nervous, but I did it. I haven't trimmed the chicken's wings since I don't even know how old I was. But I told him to stop chasing my chickens with the broom. If he wouldn't have done that, it went over the fence. But needless to say, she got all the way down on the riverside and ended up underneath someone's car in the wheel well after a while. And then my lovely neighbor Debbie came down with a lattice fence, and I was on one side. You couldn't even see the chicken. She was so far up there. And then finally her leg came down, and I was like, Dad, her foot's down. Can you grab that? And bink, problem solved. Let me tell you, I probably should have did a couple shots after that, but I still had some other chickens. Like I had one chicken that was just walking around, free ranging back here near the coop, perfectly fine. But the chickens, I just will go like this, like walk alongside of them, guide them or whatever. I don't go at them with a broom, and she was like freaked and flew right up and over. So, but yeah, definitely not my better half, just my roommate. I'm single. Hello, Duval City Girl Gardner. How are you? Hello, everyone. Bake a leg. Glad I caught the live. Didn't understand what you said. 8 wings in. Oh. So when you spread the wing open, you count 8 feathers in. 8 feathers. Don't go below it. Don't go past it. And you're good to go. Because I know some people have been asking me some questions of like, they're a little bit nervous about free ranging. Mine have been free ranging since last Monday. And the only thing I can say is just keep an eye on them. I don't know. Mine are staying close to the coop. They made themselves a little dusting bath, but again, I was only going to do 1 wing. But if you really don't want your chickens to fly and get hurt, do both wings. 8. Red Silo told me it was like 8 to 10 feathers, and I went 8 in. And my roommate kept saying, just go to this, and I'm like, I like to count. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, so that's what I did. Did I say 8 wings in? I'm sorry, I meant to say 8 feathers in. But welcome in, my friend. Yep, must be. She can't get enough. Catskill, my New York prepper. Great to catch the live. Hi, happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. We were just talking about North Shore preparedness. We haven't really heard from them in a bit. Plus, we're talking about food, gardening, and the government wanting community gardens to register. So welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy to have you. Everyone say hello to Catskill, New York prepper. Let me see. I was saying hello. I'm just trying to get I'm on a phone, can't type that fast. Oh, it's too funny. Thank you for dropping the links. And that's how we roll over here. You come over on a Sunday night. My way of showing love back is my moderators are ever so kind enough to drop everyone's links so people can go and check out your channel, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, watch 3 videos to make it stick, and that's how we roll over here. Let's see. I will send you my sauce recipe now that I know you like Cajun food. Dixieland Homestead, yes, please do. If one of my moderators can drop my email address, that would be awesome, and then you can get me on there. I'm also over on Instagram. I did just open a new Facebook, but I haven't been posting anything on there. To be quite honest with you, I have almost like 0 time to myself. Mushroom risotto sounds awesome right now. It is so good. I make an amazing, not to be a snob, but I make an amazing mushroom risotto. Sometimes, like with the green beans, it's really good too. You want it to be creamy. You don't want it to be like thick, like this dry type of rice. And I thought to myself, every time you buy mushrooms, they never like hold up or last in the refrigerator. So let me put my noggin to work and put them on the dehydrator and dehydrate them and then powder them, because in an emergency situation and I need some mushroom powder for my risotto rice, bingo, I'm pretty sure it'll work too. Being blended in with the cream, or well, you use chicken stock, you add your cheese at the end. I need to make it and put it on the channel, and I will use the powder just to show everyone that it works. But that's how we do it over here at Catskill. Oh, you do? Powder beet greens. I just gave the ones that I harvested, those beet greens to my chickens. That will now be, 17 weeks on Wednesday. The other ones I am going to try to powder. I also heard that if you're running out of ideas of what to do with beets, that apparently you can dehydrate beets and then powder it, and it's supposed to be very beneficial for you. I don't know if I'm going to go that way as far as powdering. Maybe I'll do like a half a pint size jar, like this size jar, which, by the way, these are my cherry peppers coming in the garden. I so want to taste one. Oh, Maron. Looking good, though. Looking good, right? So, some of them, of course, because I keep it real here, I couldn't get to them in time. But I have some smaller ones in here and some green. I was thinking about just maybe pickling some of these. But look, this is glorious. I mean, look at the size difference. A few of them were coming in like this, and then suddenly, just like the other night, they're coming in this side. This is the Italian cherry pepper, which I want to try, but I'm kind of on live. I don't smell heat, but you know how that goes. It could be super duper hot. Well, actually, this one would be a better one because it's more red. But yeah, I should try it. But I'm going to do that, though, Catskill prepper. I'm going to save my beet greens, and I'm definitely going to powder them. Let's see. That is still a good amount of potatoes, Melody. Thank you, Boone. Well, nice potatoes. Thank you very much. Ultimate Acres, good evening. Good evening, my friend. Happy Sunday. Grand evening at Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It Homestead, and everyone in the chat just came out the yard and finally built a frame to my greenhouse and built my mailbox. Glad I caught this live. Did you record it? Because I'm going to come over. I'm waiting for you. I was just checking not that long ago to see if you had a new video. Super excited for you. You're doing such a fantastic job. I'm so proud of you and looking forward to seeing the videos. Those potatoes look good. Nice haul. Well, they're not all really big, but they don't... This blurred since last week. Did you ever see how Italians do like their rotisserie chickens? And then the potatoes are on the bottom. That's what I was thinking. Like, I have the video somewhere. It's in my laptop. Where I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have picked them. I knew I shouldn't have picked them. Knew I shouldn't have picked them. But I really didn't have a choice, my friends. I had a lot of predators get into my garden this year. And I'm blessed to have that. I'm not hurt about it. I went right to like, it's okay. They're not enormous. They're not like my regular potatoes. But they would be good under a roasted chicken or something of that matter. So still extremely blessed to have that amount of potatoes. No, I wasn't there. Sorry, I do watch them though. Okay. I was just curious. Okay, because of the channel name. I thought maybe you were in Belt Loops Live last night and saw the channel name. I was like, oh, I like that channel name. But they reached out to me like, hey, sub job. I was like, awesomeness. I love your channel name. I'm going to go over and check you out. Creative Redundancy. Hello. Happy Sunday. How are you? Hello, Bake a Leg and people of the chat. Nice to see you, too. Well, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. So super excited to have you here. Uh, Jicama. Okay, thank you, Erin. Thank you for that. Yeah, jicama, it's like a raw potato taste. Oh, okay. I want to try rutabaga. Rutabagas, I heard, are like almost, from what Jess says at Roots and Refuge, that they're almost better than a potato. But my preparing side was thinking, let me get some rutabagas for storage in case this potato thing doesn't straighten itself out. Because, hello, I'm Irish, can you tell? And I love potatoes. So that is going to be my backup plan because I don't know if my turnips are going to make it in time. So we'll have to see. You can throw turnips in with potatoes, but I think I'm going to go for rutabagas. Everybody keeps saying that they have a texture like a potato. If any of you have ever tried it, let me know in the chat. Let's see how the garden feels. 12 days ago. Yeah, he always has great lives, Suzanne. Yes, I was just going to mention that. I don't want to register anything. Same here. I'm not registered in my garden. No, 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 no. It's not happening. I told my roommate that. I'm like, yeah, I'm feisty that way. I'm like, yeah, let the government come to me and tell me I got to register my garden. I don't think so, because I'll be all over the news wearing orange, and orange is not my color. um, yeah, he has very good lives. I was interviewed by Sean North Preparedness quite a few times. Let's see. Tell the government that your garden is chicken food. Right? You can always go that route too. But the moral of my story of bringing that up is Patera from Appalachian Homestead. If you want to catch a good channel, ladies and gents and ladies that are in here, she has a good channel. She's got a mouth, and I like it because what comes out of her mouth is facts. You know, the people were freaking out as soon as they heard like community gardens have to be registered, and she's like, me of all people are going to tell you to calm down. Like, calm down, because guess what? I guarantee the government already knows you're gardening. So it's a good video. Go check her out if one of the moderators want to post Patera's link, Appalachian Homestead. That would be awesome. Okay, Blue says, I don't show my pantry anymore. I show people what I'm making and go through that. But I'll never show the full amount anymore. I'm not even worried about that because guess what? I'm not going to change the way that I live. I'm not going to live in fear. And I'm locked and loaded here when I tell you. So that would be like a huge mistake for somebody who want to come here and try to steal my pantry items. I mean, I highly doubt that's going to be the case, you know. But no, that's, if that works for you, that's great. Tara said the same thing a while back. And then she's like, I don't care if you show your... but I have some friends who like seeing people's pantries, like for pantry challenges and stuff like that. Pam included, my friend. And I was like, well, when I get a little bit more organized, you know, because there's a new pantry that was built. I showed that, but never showed it actually finished and cleaned up. So I will show that. And my backup pantry, I'm not sweating it at all. Of course, they want to know who's gardening. They need to know where to confiscate foods from when they're dried up, all the stocks in the country. Amen, Paul. Amen, my friend. He is dead on with that one. Freak out about the CBDC. That is something to have real concern over. Absolutely agree. Absolutely. Let's see. Really enjoyed this live stream. Family needs my help, so need to drop out. Thanks for being awesome. Train Coffee and Camping. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully we didn't scare you off. But hopefully we'll see you again. Sundays, 9 o'clock Eastern, and I greatly appreciate it. And I'll be over there to binge watch some videos. But thank you, and have a blessed week. 12 days since his last post. Yeah, I'm going to text him because I have his number. I'm going to text him tonight, Catskill, and see what's going on. North Shore, I haven't seen a video / stream from him in a while now. Okay, you're all making me worried. So I definitely will do that tonight. I will go on and I will text him and see how he's doing. I did talk to him about, you know, speaking of which, I think we said July or August we were going to do a collaboration together, like him interviewing me and for me to be in my garden so I could show it. We never did it. So yeah, I'm going to definitely check in on all my friends. Be too careful, yep. Hobby Gardens and for health, thank you so much. Saying good night all. Have a great week. Great live stream. Thank you, thank you. If y'all could just watch the videos and leave a comment underneath because I don't know what was going on. I felt like maybe I insulted some people because I wasn't responding back, but I literally just found umpteen amount of comments in a different app. So really sorry about that. Please show love to the channel by watching the videos and writing a comment. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you, thank you, thank you. So Hobby Garden for Health, thank you for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you next Sunday. Have a blessed week. Boone has children that get up for school. So my moderator, Boone, I have to go to Melody. So tired, and 6 a.m. comes early. Hope everyone has a fantastic week. Right back at you, Boone. Love you, girl, but you already know that, and we'll re-catch up. Have a lovely, lovely week, and love you. Let's see. Everybody's saying goodnight to Boone. Don't forget, check out my moderator, Boone Child. She wants to grow her channel organically. She's going to be mad that I'm saying this again, but go over, go subscribe, show her lots of love. What was it? Navy? Ex-Navy. Right, Boone? Correct me if I'm wrong. Cat Skeleton Pepper. Yes, I'm going to check in on Sean. Thank you, my friend, for the greeting. You are so, so welcome. You cut the chicken's 8 flight feathers, and I was so proud of you, Mel. I was happy you were wearing gloves. Yeah, I was nervous because I thought my roommate was going to at least do that, being he's an ex-hunter. No. I'm like, oh, so you're going to hold him and have me do it? He said, yeah. I think after the first, like, 2, it does move fast. If that mishap wouldn't have happened with the runaway chicken, poor little thing that got scared. And I'm going to order the bands, Barb. They're like different color and they go around their feet. I'm going to try to order them tomorrow so that I could finally name them, because it's a little hard when they all kind of look alike. That's why I didn't name them. And I do see personalities, and I do see one of my wine dots. What have I been calling her? The boss lady. The boss lady. She picks on 2 New Hampshire Reds like they can't get into the coop. They go in, they're out. You know, those 2 have to keep trying to go up and down. So, you know. Oh, well, that's good, Erin. Catskill saying hi all. Now I need to create more content. That's right, because we'll be over there showing you lots of love for sure. Red Silo Homestead, there you are. I said, where are they? They would be ever so proud of me. I was seed saving today. I labeled, so it doesn't mess. I have to fold them down though and put them on my dehydrator. Well, welcome in, my friends. Welcome in. Red peppers. Look, labeled. Yellow peppers. I'm doing all this for your OCDism. Carmen Italian peppers. Black Beauty pepper seeds right there. I plan to get more because I have more peppers coming in. And this is the orange bell pepper seeds. And now this one is candy cane pepper seeds. I didn't get a lot of them, but if you see what I do is I leave it open, roll it down, and I'll set it on my dehydrator for them to start air drying and not get moldy. That's how I do it. So I thought you'd be ever so happy to see that even when I was down the kitchen herb garden videos coming up, I do give you a shout out. I talked about you know, being a little bit more organized with my seed saving and writing on the baggies. Yep. So I love you. Welcome in. Where you been? Evening all. Good evening, Melody. Just popping in to say hi. Hi. Thank you for posting my email. Anybody needs me, you can get me right there on my email. Powdered beetroot is great in chocolate brownies too. Is it really, Blue? I'm gonna have to try that. So beetroot, the whole beet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put some up to the side and dry some. Any good ideas with eggplants? Never dehydrated them. No, and I grow so many, but the only thing I can suggest is this. I mean, this is what I did last year. You can go back. Wheelbarrow full of eggplants, no lie. I cut it in, I washed it, I cut it in half. I drizzled just a tiny bit of olive oil. I basically roasted them and then went in and scooped out all the inners. Put it on a paper towel for like 20 minutes, drain just a little bit. And then my way of preserving that, I put it in a mason jar and with a little bit of salt, and I covered it with oil. And I was using that throughout the winter, taking like scoops of it, plopping it in with my pasta or my noodles, and then I would go back into the jar and I would make sure the eggplant stays below the olive oil. That's the best way that I could think of preserving it. There is an old Italian way of doing it. It's just extremely complicated and it takes like a year before you can eat it. So that's how I did mine, but I never dehydrated them. I did a beet green reel on Instagram. Well, I'm on Instagram under Bagel Egg and Let's Dig It. So yeah, send me a friend request. I will definitely go check you out over there. Apart from a lot of work, night all day, 3 weeks, 9 weeks. Our life. Hello, happy Sunday. Evening, Mel and y'all. Evening. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy to have you. Baba Ganoush. Like hummus with tahini, lemon, and garlic. Oh, I love hummus. Love it. Vandal the Land. Hey, all. You're nuts. You're nuts. I have to say that. If you're not climbing up a tree with the saw, with nobody watching you, or you're going to get hurt. Then you're like on top of like spiders. You're on top of this big snake. You're making me a nervous wreck when I watch your videos. But let me guess, are you not at Walmart tonight? Welcome in. Everyone say hello to Vandal the Land. Doesn't that sound amazing, Catskill? The blues, adding beetroot into brownies. Good evening, Melody. Good evening, Vandal the Land. How are you, our life? Hi, all. Says Creative Redundancy. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. See, he calls you Paul Funny Man. I love my Paul. Let's see. They're great. So that's the idea that I had for eggplants. The best idea I could come up with. When I tried a dehydrated zucchini, I didn't think it was all that good. So, Irish lady here. Gotcha. Irish woman here. Sorry. Did I did I ask for your name, Catskill? See, I had that happen to me before. That's why I always try to ask for people's names. Because I don't want to mix someone up being a male, female, you know? So, yeah. Let's see. Dixieland Homestead. Yep. They're great. Uses along with eggplant parm. But I, too, was looking for eggplant recipe because I can't fathom wasting homegrown food. Well, food, period. Just roast before... Yeah. See, that's how I do mine, Erin, and I had so many last year, and I think it's Laura Vitale. She has a YouTube channel. She lives over in Jersey. She can't even really give you the recipe of what her grandmother does. Nona. She calls her Nona. It's almost like cutting them like French fries. You have to boil them for yay long, and then you quick take them out, and it's like a whole system, and you put it in a jar with all these seasoning, and then you don't touch it for like God knows how long. But I liked using mine that way. I have some fingerlings and the toes. Those, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry them up in advance. and I'm going to add them into my pasta because that's what I like to do. I don't have any room in my freezers to do any eggplant parms, so that's out of the question. Let's see. Yeah, right? Rutabaga is what we call a sweetie. It's more like a turnip, and it's best boiled and mashed, honestly. We mix it with mashed carrots and add butter, salt, and pepper. Yeah, Roots and Refuge says rutabagas, it's like a supplement for like potatoes. She loves it. So I'm like, I want to go to the farmer's market and try that. I may end up getting the seeds this year. We'll see. For to try them next fall. I do have some turnips out there. I just have to see because I need like time to breathe, and I need, look, turn up the volume. I need to go out there and send them. And my estimated frost date here was originally October the 28th, and it went to the 23rd. Now we're like October 17th. So we shall see. But Blue, your soup, your butternut squash soup that you made with your son, delish. I happened to be awake and caught your premiere in the middle of the night here. Our life, She's amazing. Let's see. I'm a loud mouth and say too much, but I can't live any other way. I get it. I get it though. Yeah, I'm usually the redhead that will not put up with any BS, but I'm loyal. I'm a great friend. I just try to keep certain things off of my platform. Y'all know why. I don't usually speak politics, religion on here. But you can catch me over on Instagram and look at my stories that only stay on for 24 hours. I'm a hoot over there, let me tell you. I'm a hoot, but, you know, there's things, real things that are going on in the world. It's just insane. And I'm busy just trying to make sure that I have chickens that are going to be ready for the winter time. Added another lantern in case power goes out. I have multiple ways to cook food. That video is coming out because I used to do prepare and prep with bake. When I first moved here, and I just got so overwhelmed with a brand new garden, and it was so prolific that I barely had time to even eat, really, to be honest with you. So yeah, little tips and tricks that way. You know, there's a few videos on there, but I'm all about trying to teach people, you know, how to make good food, how to grow your own food, and you know, save money and do every bit of it from seed. So that's me. But we'll get along just great, Catskill. I love rutabaga in stew and turnip or mustard greens. I did plant turnips. I have to go out there and thin them. And I have mustard greens growing. If you were here last year, maybe not. I did like a little row cover, and my mustard green leaves got so big last year. In the dead of winter, I almost made it to that safe zone until we got hit with the ice, which made my cover fall down in, which then gave all my plants frostbite. Thank you, Suzanne, who's posting, check out Appalachia's Homestead with Patera. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, I'm leaving when Melody gets this message. Advance. Advance? Creative redundancy. What does that mean? By the way, I'm leaving when Melody gets this message. ... Advance. Oh, okay. See it. Bye, creative redundancy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Downriver Mining and Lapidary by Jeffrey. Hopefully I didn't just butcher that. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. How are you? Let's see. Saying hello, everyone. Yep. I just emailed them. Okay, good. If anyone needs me for anything, my moderator dropped my email earlier. Be more than happy to drop it again. You can email me anytime for anything. Day or night. You need seeds, a friend. You know what I'm saying. I should be blue and able to drop my own link, but half the time I'm blue, half the time I'm not. I know. What's up with that, Vandal the Land? Where did it go? Maybe it disappeared because you weren't here for a good while. And where's your mother-in-law been? Such a nice woman. Maybe he's just taking a break. Maybe do it on YouTube. Some days I wish it wasn't so high along with the tracks. So, good to see you. Have a great week, everyone. LP, same to you as well. Red Silo Homestead, did you see what I did? If not, well, you should be ever so proud of me. I clipped my chicken's wings, and there was a whole other story that went along with that. I had a runaway chicken because Jimmy scared it with the broom. But I'm the one that had to do the cutting, and I think I did it right. Because I tried to pay attention to what you were teaching me and telling me. Let's see, creative, I get it. I do the same for sure, yep. Pay much respect. That is how I was raised. Like I said, take what you like. Yep. So Downriver Mining and, am I saying it right? Lapidary by Jeffrey. Because I don't like to butcher anyone's names. I really try not to. But happy to see you in here. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you had a great weekend. Let's see. Suzanne's kicking it tonight, isn't she? We have Voon that left early because she has kiddos. She's got to get them up for school. Miss Andale's not here tonight. So we have Paul and we have Suzanne, right? That are banging out some links here tonight. Thank you so much, y'all. Oh, yeah. That is, I like the ending of that, Erin. Let me see. Yep, that's the way we do it over here. Our life. Come over here on Sunday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern. My way of showing love back is to have my moderators share your links so that other people can go out and show you support. You know, watch 3 videos, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and that's how we roll over here. I've been seed saving too. Yeah, I have so much to save. Creative redundancy, but I'm getting there considering I was cutting so many peppers today. These are long red sweet peppers, but that's a good amount of seeds right there. So yeah, I'm busting my butt around here. Did I say it? Starting is better than not doing it all, Suzanne. Super proud of you. Awesome, Melody. Was thinking of you today as I was pulling green, yellow bell pepper seeds for saving. Yay! I just figured you'd be happy to know I'm using your baggies, and I'm trying to, y'all, it was like an inside little thing. I was writing on baggies and forgetting what the heck I was putting in the baggies. They sent me out a wonderful care package. You can go back and take a look at it. Red Silo Homestead. If you are not subscribed to them, you are missing out. And they also have KY. What's the rest of it? I'm going to have a brain fart. They have another adjacent channel. So yeah, very good friends of mine. Please go check them out. And saving seeds is the best thing. I'm glad you thought of me though when you were near the peppers. Yum. I store slices of eggplant char grilled and packed in oil. It's great for all kinds of things. Yep. I like to take the innards out. I don't particularly like the skin on mine. I grow all different types though, but that's just how I do it. I roast it in the oven and I take the flesh out of the middle, a little bit of, let it drain for a few. You don't want to salt, and then go in with a good olive oil. Put a lid on it, keep in the refrigerator, add it into your pastas or whatever it may be. I just ate and I feel hungry. Like I fell out. What did I eat earlier? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, and I got yelled at earlier today by my friend about, because he hasn't seen me in a while, and he's like, you're losing weight. I'm like, I guess so. I probably sweated off like 5 or 7 pounds out there. Not that it's a news flash that I'm a thin woman, but I'll probably be eating something else after this live as well. Creative redundancy. My PC does not do Instagram. Oh, Erin. Erin says, good night, everyone. I hope you all have a great week. Thank you, Melody, for giving me a break from stress. Girl, if you need me, you have my email. I will give you my number. feel stressed, call me, because I know when my anxiety's up and I need to reach out and call somebody and they pick up, I'm like, amen, hallelujah. So if you need me, just use my email address, okay? Don't stress. We love you. Thank you for coming, Erin, and try to have a good week, sweetheart. Just followed you. Awesome sauce. Let's see. Everybody's saying goodnight to Erin. There's Cindy. I wasn't sure if Cindy was here. Cindy's taking a break. She's hanging out, everyone. She's another moderator. Amazing. She's dealing with the migraine. You can dehydrate eggplant, just FYI. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. I did it and just kind of, and I love eggplant. I love eggplant parm. I like the innards of the eggplant, just mixed in with my pasta or whatever. I didn't like it dehydrated. That's just me, though. Someone else may absolutely like that a lot. So thank you for that, Suzanne. Crubby the Beagle, hello, host. Well, hello, Crubby the Beagle. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy to have you. Hope that you had a blessed weekend. Okay, Dixieland, mine is Donnie. I'm a female. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I feel like it's hard sometimes, you get new people, and then you're just, you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Eggplant, by the way, laugh out loud, I can't type. You're okay. Welcome in, Crubby the Beagle. Ellie, 100% egg girl. Allie, gotcha. Melody, but I know it can be confusing. And there's the name of the channel, because, I had a brain fart. KY Grow Lab is another channel that Red Silo Homestead started. So they're good friends of mine. Please go check them out. Lots of planting, all kinds of things. Homesteading thing is on the Red Silo. And then the KY, which was funny if you were here like a week or two ago. I said that better not say KY jelly. But anyway, yeah, more, potting, plants, and all kinds of things. You're just going to have to go over there and go check them out. You will not regret it. There it is. KY Grow Lab. Hey, oh, yep. Dehydrating is about the only way we use eggplant. We're not big eggplant fans. Yeah, see, that wouldn't work for you then. Roasting it in the oven and scooping out the innards, putting it in olive oil if you're not a fan of it, Crabby the Beagle saying hello, Dixieland. I don't do pronoun game. So funny. I don't know if I said this before. My grandson, he's smart like his mom. 16, recently 16. And he says, hey, Mom, I'm so tired of this crap. He says, I'm going to tell them that I recognize as a water bottle. I had to wet my whistle. Needless to say, the way he said it, it was comical. Because he just thinks all this is just craziness. He, they, them, their, So my grandson is going to be recognized as a water bottle. Is that not funny? Let's see. And I'm sure Dixieland, and I'm sure Catskill, I will forget your name and ask it like 3 more times. After you're in a little bit, then I'll get it. Let's see. Saying hello. I just say they a lot. Let's see. I have to pass some seeds to friends for the springtime. Yeah, see, that's the amazing thing. Because I remember when we were going through the Big C, the mail was all screwed up in Pennsylvania. And it was very fairly new to YouTube. And I went over to, oh, come on, y'all. I know you know them. Oh my gosh, no, am I not going to have a complete other Bowsard Homestead? Okay. Immediately, as soon as I went into their live, how you make it out with seeds in Pennsylvania? I'm like, I'm not. They're like, bing, 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 bing. And seeds came right. Unbelievable. I will never forget that. From Kate's Kitchen, Gardening for Cheap. So he's still my heart, you know. When somebody needs something, it's great that we can all help them out. No, I don't do the they game unless there is two. Just saying. uh, and I am at the bottom. Look at that. I'm not trailing too bad tonight. So yeah. So if y'all can do me a favor, like I said, I found a slight little problem. I don't know how I'm going to, I don't know. I think the settings are messed up in my YouTube. If y'all watch a video and there's a roll-along video in the front, please leave me a comment underneath that because I'm trying to fix that. I don't want that. And something was going on with comments. I wasn't getting any comments, and then, well, I was getting plenty of comments and responding back, and then suddenly I was getting no comments underneath my videos at all. And then a little bit before I went live, I was seeing all these old comments. And I'm like, what the heck? So I was like writing back to everyone because I would never be rude. So let me think, because we usually stay on here for 2 hours because, you know, Paul is over the pond. But we are here every Sunday. I try to put a video out 6 days a week, just not Sunday because I go live. I have had some technical difficulties with my phone with the heat here in 110-degree weather. Doesn't like the heat, it'll shut down. But I still have a garden out there growing. You can go back and look at Labor Day weekend garden tour. A new pressure canner. I am preserving, preparing, prepping, cooking, baking, you know, living off of what I planted. And I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of a break with fall and winter coming. I feel like summer flew, but it was just so hot here, you couldn't even enjoy it. So they're the type of videos that are on my channel. That's what this channel is about. Cooking from scratch, baking from scratch. I barely even got to do it since I moved here. Because, hi, I'm Melody, and I lost my home during COVID. Because new people bought it, they were loaded, and they wanted the older residents that had been there a while to get out. It wasn't about an option of like paying an increase. It was just like, you know, we want other people in so they'll pay, you know, $4,000 a month, whatever. So Jimmy's been a friend of mine for some years. He's had a lot of health problems. So this is where I'm at, Pennsylvania. I live near the river. So like I said, I haven't really got to do a lot of baking. I think I was trying to be extra careful because he's a diabetic, but he doesn't listen anyway, so it's on him. So cooking, storing squashes, baking. I think the first thing I did when the virus happened, I felt I wasn't scared because I've always been prepared. It's just how I was raised. But the first thing I did was put a back to basics out there and made a simple, like a 10-year-old could make this bread, and then went right into, because I was quarantined with just me and my 2 little Yorkies. And YouTube was my outlet to have someone to talk to, and I showed like what a seed tray is, the dirt, how to plant a seed, and yeah. So my heart is with trying to, I've been trying even like with my own daughter to wake up, please do a garden, you know, but some people you just can't force them. They're going to have to find things out the hard way. So being a mom, I spent the last, 2 years stocking and stocking and stocking. It's not just for me and my roommate. It's if the kids need it, anybody needs it. You know how that goes. But yeah, so the videos that'll be out this week, well, I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be the Monday Cuteness Overload, but Red Silo, you need to go over there because I was like, if anybody thinks I did anything wrong, let me know. But I tried to pay attention on how many feathers to go in and cut. My girls have been free ranging for a week. One's starting to make a bunch of racket, so she'll be still all be 17 weeks this Wednesday. So I think I read anywhere between 17 and 20 weeks they'll start laying an egg. So what I was thinking about doing with some of the extra eggs is like, I don't know if you've ever did this. It's like you crack your eggs in a bowl, whisk them up, pour them into the baggie, or you can squish them up. Get the air out and freeze them. Freeze them. The other thing that's quick and easy, depends on how you feel about plastic, but You can scramble your eggs up in a baggie like this, drop some peppers in there, and you know, whatever you like, and you dip it in the hot water and it cooks the eggs. And I tried that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So am I missing any? It's going to make me hit this button again, isn't it? Of course it is. Let me see. Now I miss comments because it just stopped. And now I'm going to get the hiccups. And I'm only drinking Gatorade. Promise. I harvested peanuts today about... Oh, you did? I so want to try peanuts. How were they? Like, you got to let them dry and all? I know I need my wrench so I can smash some trolls. All I could do was clown them down. Oh, we had somebody come in. It wasn't nice. But he doubled down. Not cool. I follow a channel from over there. It's not a good situation. Okay, what did I miss? Was watching a short the other day and got hit with a 45-minute commercial on a 25-second video. It's getting crazy. Well, that's what I want to know. If you can, please let me know if that's happening on my videos. I think I just may need some help within the settings. Something screwed up with my YouTube. Down the head. Maybe Paul. Well, now I can't troll here no more. Okay, what happened? What did I miss? Who don't like chickens, ham, and Swiss. Oh boy. Somebody will have to fill me in, I guess, later, right? I'm trying to click on Vandal the Land. It won't even let me do it. I think Gordon is a troll. Being proud of his grandma. Gordon Blue. I want to read it. And now I can't. Thank you for that, Suzanne. I'm going backwards to see kind of what was going on. We're not a political channel. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's like, y'all know me. I rarely ever speak on anything political, religious, anything like that. I just wanted to bring up the factor that, you know, asking you to register the community gardens, not to be scared. Because if they want to know who gardens, they obviously know who's gardening. You know what I'm saying? So container gardening, indoor gardening, overwintering, seed starting, growing experiments on KY Grow Lab. Thank you. That's what I was trying to explain. Chickens, ducks, geese, farm builds on Red Silo. Y'all the best. Well, you must have got quite a bit of messages. No, I'm not a Walmart. I would have been, though, but I didn't want to go, so they went without me. Oh, okay. I just worry about you dangling from a tree, though. When she mentioned she's eating something else after this live. He's a lucky fella. Paul Honeyman, you're so fresh. I would have missed that. Garden State Gardener will have Monday Fun Day this week and give away more seeds. Oh, good to know. Thank you for that. Thank you for posting the link. Much obliged. I really do appreciate it. Means he's... Yeah, I just actually got my... Look, this is falling. I actually just got my mail call. My, in case you didn't know, I won the longest zucchini challenge, and I just got it. I don't have the letter right in front of me, but he sent me out $100 check because that's what you won. So what a blessing that was, you know. Came in on Friday, and he wrote like a big congratulations type of thing, and sent me a pack of Baker Creek seeds. Joe from Garden State Gardener is honestly the most loveliest man ever. The most loveliest man ever. And I will try to fix that, Vandal the Land, I promise. Because when somebody needs a break, you know, that would help out. Melody had Red Silo's OCD going nuts with her seed saving. I know, I was being like a rookie. Reschedule. Oh, okay. Thank you, Suzanne. That he wouldn't be on tonight. He had plans. Yeah, he's trying to get caught back up. Let me see. Did I miss anything else? Hey, anyone know what happened to Garden? Okay, that was that. And let me go backwards now. Let me go backwards because I missed all the excitement. For some reason, it's making me hit a button tonight to see like the most recent chats, which is so weird. But anyway, y'all are awesome. Thank you to the moderators and everyone in here that got whoever that was out of here. Because I will say that this is not the channel for that. You know, y'all know me that way. We don't deal with trolls or spam, none of that. You can go somewhere else and have, you know, tons of shits and giggles with that. I don't want that over here. So thank you, thank you, thank you to my moderators and anyone else that intervened to take care of that situation that I missed. I greatly appreciate it. And like I said, Vandal Land, I will take care of that. Super excited. Dixieland Homestead, you harvested peanuts. Let me know how they taste or how long do you have to... I know, Paul. I know. Like in 17 minutes now, it's more like 10 minutes now. 106-year-old grandma did those things. I'd be proud too. Just not likely. Let me see. Wide Family Farm. Yep. So yeah, so if you can't sleep and you want to go somewhere else after this live, it's Wide Family Farm. You can also freeze them in cupcake tins. When they're frozen, take them out and put them in the freezer bag so you know each one is one egg. That is absolutely correct. Red Silo Homestead. By the way, Red Silo Homestead, you still have my email address? Can you email me and I'll explain why? Yes, you have to let them cure. Do you have to let them cure for a long time? Melody, I got a pair of peanuts, but don't try roasting them. Okay, I'm going to have to go lie down, says Cindy. You chased her away. See that, Paul? Poor Miss Cindy. I hope that your head feels better, Cindy. Your migraine goes away. Love you, girl. Mel, night me. I'm trying. I was hitting it, but I will fix that. I promise. Yep, I hope she starts feeling better. That is awesome, Mel. So y'all are great. Yay, congrats, Melody. Well, what am I being congratulated for? What did I do? That's awesome. No, what did I do? Being on time for a change. Ultimate Acres, thank you, thank you. I saw that you had to clip your, yeah, my chicken's wings. Yep. I had to do the same thing 2 days ago after that. Whenever I came into the yard, they have their backs turned to me. They'll get over it. Mine were fine. They're fine. But they're so cute. They're so cute with their fluffy butts. I don't want to lose one. That's why. I'm thumbs up. Number 20 there. Should be a few more than that. Let's share the love with the thumbs up button, says Vandal the Land. Oh, thank you for that, Vandal the Land. 10 is more realistic. Treats. Yep. Give them some treats. Sure, just a blank email. And that's usually how I know. Okay, so I'm going to be on time. The grants were for the longest zucchini. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the congratulations for the zucchini. I was trying to figure out what's going on with the troll, but I guess that's for the moderators to take care of and for me not to worry about. So what's coming up this week? And if you're behind, please go back and catch up on last week. What's coming up this week? Some preserving type of things. Perennial, annual, why I do what I do with my herbs in my whiskey barrel. I talk all about that. Then I take you over and let you see a hot mess of a kitchen herb garden. And my raspberries, listen, I winged it because I didn't know who to reach out to. Hopefully I cut the right canes, but they were grown all the way into the house. I had to cut them back yesterday. So just things going on. And I still have to post that horrible zucchini bread video that I didn't really care for, but I'll post it anyway. I'll suck it up, Buttercup, like a big girl. But yeah, so just herbs, seed saving, dehydrating, you know, things like that. My feelings were hurt that I had to do it, but they kept pecking me and flying the coop, literally. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, my first and foremost is to protect those chickens. So I knew that I needed to do it. I wrote right on the video, you could go watch it. I said, I'm nervous, but I'm not scared. So there was a difference. My roommate kept saying, just go to this one feather. I'm like, stop. I'm going to count 8 in, you know. So yeah, that's what I did. But I love you all. I don't want to tie anyone up that wants to go over to Wide Family Farm. Thank you for everyone that popped on over, whether it's from Belt Loop 29, who is a really, really good guy. And I just got it, Red Silo, so thank you so much. Belt Loop is a lovely, lovely gentleman. I liked being in the live last night. I met some new people, so thank you to everyone that came in tonight. Thank you to the amazing moderators. We had Suzanne kicking it tonight, Boone. Of course, we had Paul Honeyman. We would have had Vandal the Land, but I don't know, he keeps losing his wrench. And let me see what else I wanted to say. So yeah, stick around for the videos this week. Thank you, Dixieland Homestead, for coming in. You all mean the world to me. I say this, I'll say it a million times. I'm eternally grateful for the people that I have met through YouTube. It's been absolutely just an amazing experience. If anyone needs any seeds or anything like that, my email is in here. Hit me up. Don't hesitate. And yeah. So on that note, I bid you all a good night. Again, have a lovely, safe week. Stay healthy, stay safe. And a great big shout out and thank you to anyone that watches this back. It means the world to me. Really helps the channel out greatly. And yeah, you're just all the best. So this was interesting, and I'm definitely going to try this on some chicken. Hugs, everyone. Have a safe week, everyone. Have a good night, Melody. See you again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week. Thank you, Shelly and Anthony. Have a great night, Melody. I hope you and everyone has a great week ahead. Agree. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dixieland, everyone. Paul Honeyman. You all know who y'all. I mean, I just love these all to pieces. Ultimate Acres. Yay. Watch how I cut mine. So yeah, go back and watch the videos. We're getting ready to wrap this up. We got a couple of minutes. Go watch the videos. Leave a comment. Hit the thumbs up. And any of the links, if you're watching this after the fact, you maybe see someone in here, go check them out. Make sure you watch 3 videos. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe, but make sure you leave a comment under 3 videos that you do watch so it sticks. Always a great big shout out to my crazy friend, Vandal the Land, who's climbing up trees with a chainsaw, not even straps in, and messing with snakes. So be safe, my friend. Be safe. I will send you that sauce recipe after the live mail. Thank you. So y'all are amazing. I'm going to try one of my red hot peppers. Not now, but I'm going to, I think, pickle these. There'll be more out there, and I want to try one with some spaghetti. But this is what I'm looking forward to with some chicken, and I will bring you along when I go and make it. So on that note, I love you all. Mel, like most redheads, green is your color. Well, it kind of is because, you know, orange is never going to be my color. But I love you all. You all are awesome. Mwah. I will see you next Sunday at 9 Eastern. So, again, be blessed. Love you. Stay safe, Paul. And I'm going to reach out to North Shore Preparedness and make sure that he's okay. But love yous, and I'm telling you, stay tuned for a recipe. I'm going to come up with this. Love you all. Have a great, safe week. Bye-bye, everyone.